Sony fans are being tricked. Yes, you heard me correctly. Sony fans are being tricked. But they won't find out that they are being tricked. According to Doc Dark, the reason for that is because
their fan base is extremely stupid. That's it. That's a fact.
yes, these guys are nuts. You see, the recent interview that Phil Spencer had really shows that Phil Spencer and the management team there are geniuses, yes? And the great thing is that the PlayStation community, they can't see it. Now, why do I say that? Why do I say that, the PlayStation community is being tricked? At the end of this video, you will be convinced that not only are these ponies stupid, you'll be asking, what is really inside these ponies' brains? Go ponies, go! You guys are winning. Today, however, we are going to look at 3 ways Phil Spencer and his team are geniuses. Yes, they have convinced the PlayStation community that they are winning. So you know what? Let's get it.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. Now, if this type of content interests you, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Of course, we dismantle every talking point that these ponies have. We put sense of what is going on. In addition to that, we give you the Sony pony salt. We give you clear reason, evidence, and logic with all our videos. So you know what? If this type of content interests you, please consider subscribing. Now let's get back to the video. So most of us who play games and who pay attention to what is going on in the gaming industry knows that AAA games cost a lot to make. We could recall the Insomniac leaks. There we got an insight as to how much money on average a AAA game costs to make. We also remember a number of news outlets would have reported that Concord, would have cost $400 million to make. No, that's not cheap. No wonder why the past Sony executive could have said this.
By doing remake or remaster, it's much cheaper to produce and create additional revenue and create new users to the IP, especially when you port the game to PC.
Sure.
So that bringing revenues enough to keep investing in big titles, like big single player games now cost so much. So they need additional income by doing remasters and porting to PC to be able to do that.
So you heard it from someone who knows what's going on in the background. Not from a podcaster, not from any pony who is spinning a narrative. He is saying that in order for Sony to afford AAA games, they need to make, additional revenue by slapping a new coat of paint on these older or Sony games and selling it to you ponies. This is the only way Sony has thus far to produce these AAA games because they cost a lot. That's not my words, that's his words. Now, Microsoft is taking a different route. They are not making as many remasters or remakes as Sony. However, they are putting some of their titles onto multiple platforms, multiple screens. This is how Microsoft is funding not only their AAA games, but also, offsetting the price incurred by putting all the AAA games onto Game Pass. Now, of course, Game Pass is profitable, but to even make the company more in the green, they are doing this. Gathering more players, gathering, more revenue. Now, we knew this long time ago, but Phil Spencer recently had an interview and he just reiterated what he and his team would have said a while back. And now these ponies are clipping Phil Spencer all over Twitter as this is a win. They are convinced that what Phil Spencer said in this interview is some big win for Sony fans.
I have to ask this because if I don't, people will kill me. So, a year ago, you and I want to talk about this is an Xbox, this new marketing thing that you have, but I want to put it in this context. So a year ago, you had the business update and you talked about the 4 games and putting that out there and learning from it. So obviously you've definitely learned something because we're now seeing things like Indiana Jones going to PlayStation 5. We're seeing, Doom the Dark Ages, obviously day and date on PS5 as examples, right? But you've also talked over the past year or so about more open platforms as an example. Obviously, no red lines with some of your portfolio, things like that. And I'm leading that into this is an Xbox. In your interpretation, so it's coming from your words, what does that mean now for Xbox as you head into the future?
Yeah, I want people to be able to experience the games that we build, the services that we offer on as many devices as we can. Obviously, some of the devices out there, some of the platforms are closed. They don't allow everything that we do to show up on those platforms. The thing that I've learned and continue to learn when I'm listening to creators, not only our own studios, but other teams building games, is every creator out there wants to build a game that can find as many players as they want. And frankly, there aren't many platforms out there that try to build connections to people on so many different screens. It's almost like single platform, single device, single game. And that's kind of the history of our business. And we're really taking an approach of we want people to be able to play Xbox on many different screens. Now, not every experience will be the same. We obviously love the native experience we have on our own platform.
So right off the bat, Phil Spencer is saying that they are putting their games on multiple platforms, not only Sony, but also Nintendo, on Steam and so forth. So their games are going multiple platforms. He said that he would rather play the games on Xbox platforms. However, no problem if someone wants to play it somewhere else. So it's very clear that they still have, intention of keeping hardware, unlike what the ponies out there are saying.
Our own hardware, and that's something that will continue for us. But we're not going to put walls up around where people can engage with the great games our studios are building, or where they can experience Xbox through different forms, whether it's cloud, whether it's on PC, whether it's on handheld PCs, whether it's on phones. I want everybody to be able to play on Xbox. And it does mean more of our games shipping on more platforms, not just PlayStation. We love the work that we do with Nintendo. We love what we do with Valve on Steam. And that's going to continue. We'll just continue to do more of it because what we learn is put the games first. Make sure the games can be as great as they can. We love the experience on our own hardware, our own platform. But our games will show up in more and more places, no doubt.
If I could follow up really quick before we go to you, Danny. So along those lines, because again, one of the concerns that I hear in the community is about your own hardware and the future of that. Now, I know Sarah Bond has stated, yes, we will continue to have Xbox hardware in the future, technical leap, things like that. You've obviously talked about the handheld that is still some years away, so eventually you're going to do something like that. But there is concern in the community about, well, you're putting all these games on these other platforms. Why would I still want an Xbox? What is going to be the reason for me to want Xbox hardware when I can get that experience on another platform?
Yeah, I want people to pick hardware based on the capabilities of that hardware and how that fits into the choices they want to make about where they want to play. And we want to.
So what are these capabilities? Well, look at this list by extension. We are talking about games on Game Pass Day 1, quick resume, fast console, best controller, back compat to a lot of 360 games, enhancing into 4K and FPS boost, auto HDR, play anywhere, and the next console might be PC hybrid. So when you consider all of these things that the Xbox consoles are giving you, one would have to make a choice what you want to do, whether you want to go to other platforms, whether you want to go to cloud or PC. But it's very clear that the Xbox console has a lot of capabilities where persons could choose what they want to do.
Let's say, like our own hardware, I think it's fundamental to what Xbox is. It's not lost on me. I've said over and over that boxed is in the name of our brand. I'll say,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Is in the position I'm in, I look at hardware as a critical part of what we do, but not trying to gatekeep the games off of other places for the benefit of it. Let's go build innovative hardware that people want to use to play, whether that's in their hands, whether it's on their television, or even other places. And I love our hardware team and spent some time with them just this week and the roadmap that they have.
So I don't think Phil Spencer and the team there could be any clearer. There is going to be more hardware. He even said that there is a hardware roadmap. He just came back from the hardware team and he saw the roadmap. So if any pony is saying that here what they are not going to make any more consoles, you look stupid at this point in time. Now, however, let's see how Phil Spencer tricked the entire PlayStation community to thinking that they are winning somehow. Number one, Xbox just hijacked Sony's customers. For the first time in history, Microsoft has a new large player base where they can tap into. Yes, Microsoft is now utilizing all Sony fans. And a matter of fact, there are some Sony fans thanking Phil Spencer for bringing games to their platform because they are hungry and thirsty. They have no games. So yes, right now the PlayStation community is rejoicing, paying full price for games like Sea of Thieves, Grounded, Doom, and Call of Duty. They are basically thanking Phil because across on the PlayStation side was drier than the Sahara Desert in August. This is what we are seeing. Could you guys believe that?
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.
So let's use a hypothetical. Let's just say that all the first party games this year announced for Xbox is coming to PlayStation. Do you know how much these ponies have to pay if they had to play every game compared to playing every game for an Xbox fan? Look at how much money these ponies would be paying if it is they paid for every game coming to Xbox Game Pass this year. Look at this list. Look at how much money these ponies would have to spend if they want to be like Xbox players. They have to buy Call of Duty, Indiana Jones, Starfield, Avowed, South of Midnight Doom, and Fable. All of this comes up to a grand total of $490. Wow, $490. We can't forget Expedition 33 and Ninja Gaiden 4. That comes up to a grand total of $560. So if these PlayStation fans want to play games like the Xbox community on Game Pass, they would have to spend $560. Now, Game Pass Ultimate for a year is $275. So you could get 2 years of Game Pass for the price of these ponies are paying for the games that we are getting this year. Look at Reforge as he realized the exact moment when paying for these Xbox games ain't what they are cracked up to be.
It's not an exclusive. Right here. It's PS5 Pro in hand. I tried, chat. I tried. Chat. I absolutely tried. I did my damnedest to say, here's a win for y'all. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this. It's PS5 Pro Enhanced. It isn't fair. It's not fair, chat. I tried. Listen, I tried. It's a win. We don't have to buy it, but I get a better version. You can celebrate spending no money. I'll celebrate getting a better version.
Did you see it, guys? Did you see the exact moment when Jimmy Neutron realized that he's an idiot? Now this brings us to the next point. Point number 2. The illusion of PlayStation 5 Pro Enhanced. You see, Phil Spencer and these guys are such geniuses. They were able to convince the PlayStation community that the PlayStation 5 Pro enhanced games are significantly better than the Xbox Series X. So this could now be a justification as to why they are buying Xbox games, so that they think that they are getting a better version. Let's look at this image, a head-to-head comparison of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. I'm not going to tell you which one is which one. Tell me if you are seeing the enhancements. Tell me if you are seeing the extra blades of grass and the extra petals on the PlayStation 5 Pro version. You tell me which one is which one. Wow, right away I could see the difference. I could see the difference right away. The PlayStation 5 Pro version is so cleaner. I mean, the Xbox Series X version is so muddy. You guys can see the mud. You guys can see the mud piglets. Come on, look at this. Look at this. The PlayStation 5 version, I can see where the money is spent. $800 well spent. Wow, look at the difference. I mean, it's night and day. No, that's not. Is it night? It's night and day. Look at the difference. Pony, which one is better? Which one is the PlayStation 5 Pro? Which one is the Xbox Series X? Can't you see it? Open your eyes, look deep into the heart of the Basuba. You guys are nuts. I mean, just reading some of the comments on this videos really shows how the PlayStation community was scammed. Look at these comments. There's no big difference. Stop it. I think I saw one pixel on the upper left corner for 1 second that was a bit clearer than the Series X 1.5 seconds. So glad I got my PlayStation 5 Pro. Let's go! This is easy to see the difference. PlayStation 5 Pro $50, Xbox Series X free on Game Pass. Kinda ironic how all this time the Series X was just as powerful as the PlayStation 5 Pro all along. The fact that there isn't standout differences is very disappointing, but credit to the Series X running an UE5 game at 60 with a 1 or 20 option. Absolute crazy. Let's go. So just with the naked eye, no, we are not seeing any differences between the PlayStation Pro enhanced version and the Xbox Series X basic version. And these guys are boasting for what? They are getting a PlayStation 5 Pro version. Where are the differences, guys? Could somebody inform me? Could you put all the extra pixels in a cup and show me how much I'm getting extra for $800? Phil Spencer and that team are geniuses. Reason number 3 why Phil Spencer and the Xbox team there are geniuses is that Xbox games are now dominating the PlayStation charts. Yes, so because Xbox is putting more games onto PlayStation and other platforms, we are seeing that Xbox games are being played more by PlayStation fans than ever. And these ponies think it's a win that Xbox games are dominating their platform. Now, Doc tried to explain this to the pony community, but they are not listening to him, of course. Listen.
They need you to play their software too, and you're not playing their software. That's why they have to money hack games. That's why they have to have exclusive deals, because their own games are not enough. Do you think Nintendo money hacks games? PlayStation fans are regulated to being third place on their own platform. I need you to understand that, because these stupid ponies don't see this. You think that Sony is okay with being third place on their own platform when the #1 game is owned by Xbox? See, when Call of Duty was just Activision, sure, they were still the best one on their best platform. But when their competition is doing better on their platform, do you think Sony's okay with this? How stupid do you have to be to think Sony's okay with this? No, listen. I give up trying to save Sony, because you can't do this by yourself. You would need the PlayStation fan base to help you, but they're all idiots. PlayStation wants you to play their games. They don't want you to play Xbox games. They would prefer you to play their games. Now, they're going to allow you to play Xbox games because, man, you're not playing our games anyways. Might as well play our Xbox games.
So, yes, these ponies are winning. These ponies are winning that Xbox is dominating their gaming charts, their software charts. So, if they like it, we love it. You guys continue to pay while we will just press play. So that's the 3 reasons as to why these PlayStation fans who are boasting that this is a big win are fools. This is the reason why we can say very clearly that Phil Spencer tricked all of them, and all of them think that they are winning for some reason. I don't know what's going wrong in these ponies' mind, but let me hear what you thought about the 3 reasons I give. Does that make sense to you? Is it logical? Let me know in the comment sections below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.